Hail and welcome everyone, it's Vethorn on Vethorn's Off. So most of you probably know me from Spike Vampire or from Sekhmet Nenek, and I just kind of wanted to show you my new channel. This new channel is going to be about Norse Wicca, or Wicca-True, if you like to use that terminology. Wicca-True is an insult, for those of you who don't know, that Asatruers use on people who are considered a little fluffy in the Austrian community. People that bring this together, and it's seen as a very negative thing. I like it. I'm owning it. I am a Wicca-Truer. I am a Norse Wiccan. This is what I do. I practice Wicca with a very heavy Norse flavor. I have brought out the Norseness of Wicca, which is there, because of course it was founded on Celtic and Norse roots, and I've brought out the flavor of the Norse from Wicca, and I've incorporated my love for the Norse gods, for the customs and practices and traditions of my ancestors, and thrown it into Wicca. Now, at this point, some of you are probably saying, well, why not just practice Asatru then? Well, just to give you some context, I've been practicing Wicca for a very long time. Most of my life, I have been involved in Wicca. It's a very comfortable place for me. It allowed me to have the first taste of contacting divinity ever in my life, and it has continued to do that for me. It's a very comfortable layout for me. I like the elements, the four elements of earth, air, fire, and water. I like the holidays and the wheel of the year. I like all of the magical, spell-working things that are involved in Wicca. I like reading books on Wicca. I like all sorts of things about Wicca. The principles of Wiccan belief are great. The Wiccan Rede is very great. I appreciate all of these things in Wicca. And Asatru, on the other hand, which I love so much about, is at its core a Reconstructionist religion. And I cannot practice Reconstructionist faith. It does not work for me. I am more a revivalist. I would like to bring those ancient practices and customs and cultures, bring them into our day, our context that we can relate to, and also amp it up. Yes, I consider Odin and Loki both gods of the computer. Yes, I have these kinds of associations for these ancient gods because they are living gods. They're not stuck in ancient Iceland. They are living and breathing around us. They are here now. Our context has changed. We cannot hope to actually understand their struggles. We can learn about it, we can appreciate it, we can love the myths, we can love the history, we can know it back and front. We cannot actually practice Asatru like our ancestors did. I can't do that, so I can't call myself a Reconstructionist. So, again, bringing that about and kind of throwing it into this fusion path that I've made for myself, it allows me to genuinely practice the faith of my ancestors in, a more modern way. Yes, I am a Norse person. I have Norse ancestry. I have Norse and Germanic ancestry, if you'd like to make that divide. I very much love and respect and have faith in the Aesir, the Vanir. I work with my ancestors, my Alfar, my Disir. I work with the spirits of the land Vatir. I love all of it. It is a living, breathing religion. It is a living, breathing practice and faith. And those things are brought in me. I very much appreciate those aspects. And I'm not one of those Wiccans that's all love and light and peace and chicken grease, who wants to just sit here and go, oh, the Norse did this and that and the other thing, but I'm just going to like call into my circle all willy-nilly. No. I read the prose and the Poetic Edda. I have done my research. I've read Sagas of the Icelanders, I've read all sorts of history, I've read Our Troth, Essential Asatru, rune magic books, and history, and sagas, and, I have learned, I have grown from learning about it, I have felt a very strong connection, and I have now brought that into my life in a way that is practicable for me. Now, kind of how I got started in this was about 2 Decembers ago now. I kind of had this amazing pull out of nowhere, inexplicable pull towards the Norse, and I like to attribute that to my ancestors, actually. And I was like, well, I just realized I know nothing about them, and that's sad. That's where I came from. I should know this. And so, in order to get that better cultural context, I bought a copy of the Prose and Poetic Edda. I bought the Hollander translation of the Poetic Edda, and a very shitty little thing for the Prose Edda, which I have a new one, thank God. So, I started to do that, and I started to read and get heavily engrossed. I just loved it. I fell in love with it. And again, those questions of why can't I just be Asatru? Why do I have to have this Wiccan thing? Came up, and I just realized, I am comfortable in Wicca, and I'm comfortable with the Norse, but I'm not comfortable with being a Reconstructionist, especially a hardline Reconstructionist. So that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm just going to give you a couple videos I'm going to make, actually, so you can see where my channel's going to see if you want to subscribe. I plan on doing a series about the gods, about the Aesir and the Vanir. I plan on doing a series about the major holidays in both Wicca and Asatru, because there are things together of them, the ancient Norse customs included, specific spells and magical workings and types of magic that are practiced by Wiccans, because I am a Wiccan, and I'm probably going to have a very heavy Norse lean with that. I plan on doing a terms thing, so you can kind of be updated with all this stuff if you're a little new, so anybody can pretty much learn about this. And I plan on just making all sorts of educational videos and kind of fun videos every now and again about, my faith and about my practice. So I hope you're interested, and I hope you're excited. I know I am, and it'll be great to interact with all of you. So it'd be great if you'd subscribe so I can have some new friends and people to interact with. So I hope it finds you well, and blessed be.